So the events of the last 20 months or so have significantly changed the way we think about our lives. We've had time to reevaluate those important things in our lives. We've had to achieve the impossible. Almost overnight, we totally changed the way we went about our work and our daily lives. The number of people working from home in the UK, as I'm sure you're well aware, more than doubled. Online shopping actually increased as well by 46% last year. And as we emerge from the pandemic and begin that process of rehabilitation, there are noticeable changes in attitudes and expectations of work. So some of the kind of general things that we've seen change pre-pandemic, there was a kind of people were happy to have a job. They were grateful. They were thankful for having a job, even if it's just to put the food on the table. They used to kind of fit their life around work. That's very much, I remember, I've always been brought up to kind of work comes first and I'll fit everything else around it. We were used to working longer hours as kind of the norm. But now in the emerging world, people want more meaningful and rewarding work. They also want what we call work-life integration. It's a kind of bringing together of work and life. It's no longer that we have to fit our life around work. If anything, for some people, there's more fitting our work around life. And we don't want to be working those long hours unless it's absolutely kind of necessary. And we want leaders that we can now trust and respect. We've heard a lot over the last few years in the kind of HR kind of press and things around the poor relationships with leaders and poor leaders. And as we emerge now, people are no longer prepared to put up with that. They want leaders that they can trust and respect. And they want it to be more fully inclusive as the workplace, really value that difference and have more autonomy and collaboration. I was actually speaking to a friend last week who works in a recruitment agency, and she was actually telling me, because she was so amazed by it, she'd been reading an article in some of the trade press, and it was in the article they talked about there being a significant increase in the number of applicants for jobs who said they only want a job if they can take their dog to work with them. Now, I don't want to open up a whole discussion around whether pets should or should not be allowed in the workplace. It's a whole webinar in itself. But I just thought it was a great example of how expectations around work are changing and have changed as we've started to emerge out of the pandemic.